Let's go through my November TBR together. This is the first month I got to use my TBR prompt jar to pick my TBR. If you haven't seen a TBR prompt jar before, you basically pick a prompt and then you pick a book off your TBR that matches the prompt, and that book is on your TBR for the month. So I'm going to tell you what the prompt was and the book that I selected. The first prompt was a book that fits the current season, and I picked He Sees You When You're Sleeping by Alta Hensley, because November is basically Christmas, right? The next prompt was a book that's been on your shelf for a long time, and I picked Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. Also, before I picked these, I did not think it all the way through because I will be starting 3 series this month. The next prompt was a book that has green on the cover, and I went with Damaged Like Us by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the first book in a second generation series following the Addicted Calloway Sisters series, which is my favorite series ever, so I'm so excited to start this. The next prompt was a book by an author you love, and I picked Rewind It Back by Liz Tomford. I know I've been saying I'll read this for like the past 3 months, but I'm finally gonna get it done this month. The next prompt was a book I know nothing about, and I picked Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I have a few friends that have read this and loved it, but I know literally nothing about it except that it's a romantasy. The next prompt was a new release, and this was literally the easiest decision ever, and I went with Breathe With Me by Becca Mack. While I'm so excited to read this, I'm also terrified because I do not want this series to end, and I know that this is a heavier emotional read, but I can't wait to read Kara and Emmett's story. The next prompt was a book set in a small town, and I picked Wyatt by Jessica Peterson. I actually already read this on the first and absolutely loved it. Next prompt was a book by an author you've never read, and I picked The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Plan on starting this book today as well. The 9th and final prompt that I picked was just fake dating, so I basically had to pick a book with fake dating. Told myself that fake marriage also counted, and so I picked The Honeymoon Phase by Amy Dawes. I don't have the physical copy with me because this doesn't come out till the 11th, but I will be reading it this month. Those are the 9 books on my November TBR. I definitely will be back at the end of the month, and I will let you know how I did.